And today we're going to see if the teleporter will indeed work. Really, all I had to do was move the transporter pad into place. But I forgot to show you guys the changes that I made inside. As you can see, the place is nicely lit. And I have someone tending bar. They are not there right now, but okay. I mean, it is... well, I don't know what time it is exactly. I moved the chemistry station over here. I mean, I couldn't get this exactly the way I wanted it, but eh. Let's see, I think I put an espresso machine over here too. Yeah, right over there. And it actually looks pretty good. So... I need to put more beds. I don't really have a whole lot of room left anymore. But we've got 16 beds. We have 13 people here. When I looked last, I don't know if it changed already. I doubt it. So I didn't do anything to this room, really. Let's see. That was my doing. And I put paintings here and there. And one there. Because didn't want it to look so bare. I figured, you know, one beside the other. I've seen that done before. In games that have art, so yeah. Looks kind of nice. Didn't do anything here, just, you know, made it nicely lit. Yeah. Thought I'd done that before cutting the stream before. So what were we waiting for? Let's go talk to Surgeon.
Last time I had clean fingernails.
And you're working on food. I'm gonna have to plant more. Alright, Sturgis, let's get this done.
Hey, Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that,
They'll know.
we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did,
They'll change the
gotta
frequency.
believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice. That code we've got is useless.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Yeah, I was having trouble before because it just didn't want to snap into place around the pad.
I'm ready when you are.
Which is what I was trying to do. Oh boy, here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Well, hold on.
Whenever you're ready.
Alright. Yeah, maybe we should. It won't let me actually stand. Well, I guess that's where I'm standing.
Okay. Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Oh!
All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alert.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to change to. Alright.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Lovely. Call that an elevator? Damn. Alright. Should have known they've got cameras everywhere. So, is there activation? Oh, okay. There we go.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Oh, I highly doubt that.
Welcome to the Institute.
Whoa.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Yeah, you got that right. Well, she's not above, in this playthrough, she's not above experimentation, so she might fit right at home here. Except for one thing, she took his child, she took her son, killed her husband. Nothing can excuse that, nothing can forgive that.
Can't pick this.
So where are we supposed to go? Which way then?
No way to pick this.
Of course not. So where are we going? What are we supposed to do? So we were sent to a specific residence, basically. Wait a second, what?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Oh, shit.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Didn't even see him.
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's gone, but I'm here. Mommy's here now.
What's going on? Father? Father!
He's not talking to you. He's not acknowledging you. No, don't say that.
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Who is Father?
Father, help me!
Where is he?
He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a... Let's start anew.
Trying to read that.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I've gone to such lengths to find him.
I want answers, asshole. Now!
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean.
What?
I am your son.
So, I mean, based on what they were saying in that one mod, the one right by Vault 111, that little shack that had Sean's key in it.
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
So,
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
and how are they dedicated to the survival of humanity? That's just bullshit.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your father.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed. I suspect there are many more we'll never know of.
Oh, yeah.
The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course.
Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
This is freaking interesting. Now, personally, yeah, I'm not a fan of this, but, you know, if that's what it takes to be with her son, then so be it. And she's not above experimentation herself, so... And one could say it's also a good way to... Where are we going? To the elevator? Not, But why, man? That's fucked up. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Boston after dark. So, yeah, could do that. Really, can we not actually work with them, or is that a different quest? Yeah, here we go. Meet the division leaders. Ah, can you move? Unfortunately, it doesn't want to show the way. That will actually take us the right way or not. Here's someone. Lovely. No idea where to go. I think they're being loud. Sorry about that. Interesting. Can hear someone walking, or at least more than, you know, at the very least one person walking, but can't actually. There's no doors. What are you doing? Certainly is impressive. They make Vault-Tec look ghetto.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am. Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us. Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to many of us.
That's supposed to be, no. I'm trying to read that. Routing.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Yeah, sure. Where exactly are we supposed to go? It'd be nice if it was even actually possible to tell where to go.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
He's definitely impressive.
Yes, it's pushed our technology to the limit. We've gained some valuable insights in terms of both hardware and software. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
I don't need a synth. I found the real Sean.
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. In some ways, the synth is far closer to what you expected. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Would be nice if they would have had pathing so we could actually figure out where to go without wandering around aimlessly. Come on. That's interesting. Pretty. Absolutely no idea where to go, though.
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir. Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Hey, Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
If that's how you feel, why not leave?
Because we could do so much more. But no, everyone is obsessed with these damn synths. It's wasted potential. That's what it is. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here.
Well, doesn't look like that was someone we were supposed to meet. Come this way then, I guess.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am. If you need medical attention, see Dr. Volkert.
What do you mean by suspicious?
I mean, like dodging my questions.
No. Nothing to report, sir. If I see something, I'll be sure to come right to you.
You do that. I'd hate to find your name on a repurpose list.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Be on the lookout for unusual synth behavior.
Excuse me.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Hey there.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. All that he has built.
Place is a maze.
Carry on, ma'am.
Same person? Maybe? This place is impressive, that's for sure.
Excuse me. I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Lord. Okay. Seriously, I don't know where to go. Oh, I should look for... There's too many markers, though. I tend to forget about the compass. I mean, it being on the bottom of the screen, I don't look there much. Ah, same room, okay. I don't think there's anything there. Well, crap. Here. Have no, I don't even know if it's, I was trying to see if that was marking whether it was above or below the number. Doesn't seem to say. No idea where to go. It's just going in circles, right? Oh, that's just your residence, isn't it? Oy. Tried to shut it. No door there. I'm just going in circles. I have no idea where to go. Oh, can't go that way.
Busted.
Can't go there. Just a residence. Trying to make progress and cannot seem to do it at all. Back, go further. It's almost like a waiting room, but it's not. It's a residence. Is that another residence or something else?
Unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't reach primary level.
Dad says I'm as good as he is with computers.
Navigation software. Do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Wow.
You know, I love my work, but I love being a father even more.
Doctor?
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
Look, I don't want to get trapped down here because the power goes out.
What? You think I do? If it's any comfort to you, I take my job very seriously for exactly that reason. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Alright. Seems like not one of the people we were supposed to go talk to. Why is it? Is it over flooded with light? Oh, didn't mean to. Yeah, let's see. Meet the division leader as well. Which one are we supposed to go talk to next? I'm guessing that was one of them then. I didn't. Ah, I pressed X there before.
It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system. The fine motor control software was an update.
If it were just a limb twitching, but her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it means.
If you're about to launch into one of your passionate speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of it by now. Can't write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr. Renee, we know where to find the teleporter.
I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophers.
Glad you made it.
Do well to remember that.
We're quite fortunate to have the synths to aid us.
Hi, Doc.
It's you. We've improved finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute income, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though, will you be staying with us, then?
Yes, of course.
Ah, good. Sean is most pleased, I'm sure. He's been quite anxious to have you with us. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Another lovely day, isn't it?
We really need all these coursers roaming the halls? Feels like this project has been going on for months.
This place is very interesting. Alright then. How many more though? I mean, they could have made it better. Even if they didn't bother to make markers for each one, they could have done, I don't know. If they still could have done it better.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Hey there.
Good to see you.
Unless he's actually actively involved in the manufacturing process. I don't know.
Excuse me.
Mankind redefined. It's catchy, isn't it?
No, I don't like that at all.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go.
That's
All
messed
set.
up.
Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you. The child synth. It's just remarkable.
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
Terminal's gotta be somewhere.
Let's see. Nope. It just came from there. Let's see. Synth retention.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. People on the surface have got it pretty bad. Makes me thankful for being down here.
Doc?
Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
It'll take some time, but I could learn to like it here.
I'm so glad to hear you say so, and promise I'll work hard to make sure that you do. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Operating at full capacity.
Well, I mean, at least there's a marker right there. That's a start. Who knows, maybe that's the last one.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're
I
dragging
heard
their
we
feet
lost
on the
another
targeting
Gen 3.
package upgrades I asked for.
Dr.
Maybe
Ayo
I
was
should take some
furious.
courses with me and send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Pardon me, ma'am.
Coursers on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
Doc?
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Not to keep my mouth shut on that one, or, you know, her mouth shut, whatever. I just had to say that. If they want to be free, let them be free. So, now what? Still shows 3 more. Oy. Can't bother to update the quest. That's really
Terminal's got this locked.
annoying. Here we go. Just gotta get used to the place. It's a mess. Well, it's not a mess. It's a maze.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. And those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
It's great to have you here.
No, I don't agree. Not
Hey,
best
Doc.
left for robotics.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
No, haven't seen them.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care? I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Most men lack the patience to observe and document plant growth.
Doctor?
Yes, yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting, but now simply isn't a good time.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
Synthetic life in general, I'm not fond of it, but once something is alive, I mean, I have nothing against the idea of androids, but trying to one-to-one simulate human life, human existence, I don't know about that.
So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
Let's see, just trying to get out of here. There's nothing way to get out. What's that? Was a door in this area. There we go. I would say let's give this place a proper once-over before we decide. Which way did we come from? Robotics, we already went that way. So is it like a circle? Can we just, yeah. Oh, okay. Alright. Just synth retention. We did that.
No physical reaction to K-14 compound. We'll start with this trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
Hey.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going. No, really.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there. How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
Wrong way.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
Ooh. Alright. Got one more as well. At least one more.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah?
Well,
in case anyone didn't
that was productive.
Quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
Words any former soldier can appreciate.
A woman who understands the need for discipline will be a valuable addition here. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
Sounds good.
Take care then.
Is that the person we were supposed to see? Of course not. Worst case scenario, we can leave and find out. No? Are we still? Right. Well, let's see if we can't figure out who it is we're supposed to talk to. I mean, I know it's obviously the department head, but who is that?
Safety first. Remember that.
Mm-hmm. Ah, here we go.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
I get the impression you don't want me here.
What I want, in this case, is largely irrelevant. Father gave his orders. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Alright.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
So, here's the question also. Could it also be a tracking device? I would imagine it is, you know?
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Dr. Lee? Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Alright, who next? This place has so much technology.
Greetings, ma'am.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Not his fault.
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
Good evening. I am at your disposal. Would you care for food-based products?
Sure. Let's take a look.
A little too simple, but okay. That's where we came from. Bioscience would just been there. That was where we'd come from. Lovely. So, showing to the right off that way.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
Excuse me.
Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
Synth retention to where? Where?
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Ah. There we go.
Hi, Doc. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Okay, well that should have been who I thought. Alright. Network scanner, holotape. Oh no. It's forcing us to... Wait a second. Hold on. Where would that be? Inventory... Risk? Okay. Is it gonna do anything? Is that what we were supposed to do?
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
That is not good. That is really bad. holotape doesn't want to work. Can't drop it. Trying to figure out something to get that to work. Lovely.
Yes?
No. Maybe. Not that way.
Hey.
We are honored to welcome you here.
Maybe go talk to Sean again. I don't know. Other than that, have to go look up a fix or something. For some reason, the population management computer wasn't working right either. It let me select to a job to fill, but it wouldn't actually let me select any people. And, you know.
Sean?
I often wonder what the Institute's founders would think of our accomplishments.
Alright, well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut it for now and try and find a fix. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back in a bit.